Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Fluctus channel. Few cargo planes have served as long and efficiently as the Lockheed C-130 Hercules. First introduced in the mid-1950s, the C-130 can utilize virtually any runway surface. Carrying up to 42,000 pounds worth of troops, cargo, and equipment to the front lines and beyond. Here you can see high explosive incendiary rounds being loaded onto the Hercules' most lethal variant, the AC-130 Gunship. This heavily armed ground attack version was introduced in the mid-1960s and is modified with a wide range of armaments, including rotary guns, Vulcan cannons, Bofors anti-aircraft guns, and more. These aircraft also boast improved navigation and mission systems to help them provide support to troops on the ground. The incendiary rounds shown here are for one of the aircraft's side-mounted cannons. This type of ammunition uses highly explosive charges to destroy their targets more thoroughly, or even cause them to catch fire. Clearly, being able to cause this sort of damage behind enemy lines could prove to be a huge boon for the Allied troops. This is why AC-130 crews take this time to practice as often as possible. AC-130 crews are vital to the success of many missions. Therefore, drills and exercises are often performed under strict conditions and timelines.
Cover weather, scatter 25.
This requires lengthy pre-flight coordination in the command room.
1500, we'll do a formation check-in 2 minutes later at 1502, and then it's going to be single ship ground ops from there.
This is especially true of any flight that is going to use live ordnance for training purposes. The AC-130 has 2 pilots and 2 combat systems officers at any given time. Weapons and munitions are carefully and deliberately stored aboard the aircraft. This is done in order to maximize safety without sacrificing ability. In some models, there is both a 40mm cannon and a 105mm cannon in the same aircraft. Depending on the situation, these will be manned by up to 3 special mission airmen. Gunnery exercises are not just about offense, but also defense. At 97 feet long and with a wingspan of 32 feet, there's no denying that the AC-130 makes a very large target. For this reason, most combat versions carry a BAE Systems AN ALE-45 countermeasure system, These systems can release hot-burning flares at a moment's notice, disrupting infrared weapons such as heat-seeking missiles and rockets. The AC-130 is far from the only variant out there. Over the years, the Hercules has been repurposed for various mission types. Thanks to its older and comparatively simplistic design, the C-130 is the perfect candidate for refits and renovations. In fact, it's this versatility that has kept the plane in service for over 60 years. The AC-130J variant, for instance, is known as the Commando Solo version. Recently retired, it had the unique mission of conducting airborne information operations via radio and television broadcasts. The goal is to provide psychological boosts to friendly troops and their allies. Reach out to potential dissidents or even, at times, frighten the enemy. Over the years, this particular variant has been used in Operation Urgent Fury, where it helped end the Noriega regime in Panama. It later served as the voice of the Gulf during Desert Shield and Desert Storm. Another important Hercules variant is the LC-130. Which is operated by both the United States Air Force and the Air National Guard. This variant is unique because it is equipped with special skis. These allow it to land and take off from Arctic and Antarctic locations. Facilitating this type of landing takes a lot of coordination, with ground crews using snowmobiles to survey and prep the area. Here, an LC-130 crew is practicing landing and taking off from a manufactured runway in Scotia, New York. Its heavy-duty, retractable skis allow the aircraft to manage the snow and ice quite well.
20. 10.
Even when the surfaces are hastily prepared, or hardly prepared at all. So far, around 7 of these unique LC-130 variants have been produced. In the past few decades, they've been used extensively to bring food and equipment to Arctic or Antarctic research outposts. In the mid-60s, Lockheed Martin introduced the KC-130 variant. This eventually grew into a whole family of extended-range tanker aircraft. The KC-130J, which was introduced in 2004, is the latest iteration of this tanker design. Its job is to provide refueling support for the United States Marine Corps aircraft. The KC-130 can do so for planes and helicopters within a 500 nautical mile radius. Thanks to heavy modifications, it can carry up to 60,000 pounds of fuel at one time. Allocating this for its own use, as well as for vehicles on a mission. In fact, the design is so effective that the tanker can transfer up to 300 gallons per minute to 2 aircraft simultaneously. Another benefit to the KC-130J is the plane's ability to take off and land from austere locations. This allows it to land quickly and provides refueling services to ground troops, vehicles, and equipment. Last but not least, the aircraft boasts a hotel mode, in which it can feather its propellers to generate electric power for its generators. The C-130's incredible versatility extends far beyond mere military applications. For instance, after Hurricane Harvey, members from the 910th Airlift Wing were called in to complete an aerial spray mission over millions of acres of Texas land. This was due to the vast amounts of standing water which had drastically increased the insect population. By targeting mosquitoes and other biting insects, the Air Force could significantly reduce the potential spread of disease. In this case, the C-130 was essentially turned into a large-scale crop dusting plane.
Clear to the left.
It's not uncommon for military aircraft like this to take on peacetime roles. Here, you can see a standard C-130 from the 302nd Airlift Wing. It's being fitted with the Modular Airborne Freighting System, or MAFS. This fully self-contained unit allows the Hercules to participate in aerial firefighting.
Hug the smoke line best you can. See the crane out there on our exit? Just keep it right and going straight on out.
It's used in situations where wildfires move beyond typical containment efforts. A MAP system is installed at around 8 different locations in the United States. It works by dropping either water or a powerful chemical fire retardant onto a blaze. Each unit weighs around 11,000 pounds and can carry about 3,000 gallons of liquid. Here you can see the MAF system in action. In this case, a C-130 equipped with MAFS technology is helping to fight the 2011 Deaton coal fires in Val Verde, Texas. The aircraft is able to move very quickly to its destination. Thanks to the C-130's top speed of nearly 370 miles per hour. With the MAF system engaged, the aircraft can drop a line of fire retardant more than 1,300 feet long. The aircraft can then go back to the nearest airbase. Here it can have its MAFs refilled for another run. Examples like these go to show just how useful a plane as old as the C-130 Hercules still is. With dozens of variations to the original design, the Hercules has evolved into one of the most versatile and effective Air Force planes ever flown. Undoubtedly, it will continue to serve its country for years to come. That's the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Make sure to subscribe to this channel so you don't miss any of our new content. See you next time.